Monday, July 4th marks Constitution Week for 2011, and the importance of Constitution Week is to promote the Constitution and what it contains, so that everyone on the island is aware of how the Constitution affects them.
Well, I think it's a terrific idea to have a week where people just think about the Constitution. It sounds very dry when you say the Constitution. It's all about people's power over you, over me, over everybody, and what rights you have against them and how they ought to behave, and who can make which decisions, how you can challenge those decisions. So it's great to have a time of year when you look at that, and if you look at the beginning of the Constitution, it contains the essential Caymanian values. What are we all about here? And it's good to have a moment to think about that and also to learn about it, so that people never just take these things for granted. You know, there are a lot of places where people don't have these rights, where they don't have the vote, where they can't challenge any decisions that are made by governments. People die for those rights, and it ought to be appreciated, and to have a day in the year where this can be thought about and taken stock of is a great thing.
The Constitution affects us, everyone, in their daily lives, some more than others. However, at some point in time it will affect everyone. There are lots of ways for you to learn about the Constitution. You can go online to any of the Commission's websites, the Human Rights Commission, Constitutional Commission, Commission for Standards in Public Life, and you can obtain a copy of the Constitution, call our offices, ask questions, send us emails, listen to the talk shows. There's lots of ways to learn about the Constitution.
The Commission for Standards in Public Life is one of the 3 commissions established under our new Constitution to support and enhance transparency and democracy in the islands. And I think it's very important that the public avail themselves of the information and data that is provided by the various commissions.
Whether you're here for 6 months or 6 years or 60 years, let's all come together and find a way of making the country as strong as we can make it, and as safe as we can make it, as democratic as we can make it, both for the present and the future. When we were in the constitutional talks, one of the things that became clear to me is that the politicians are concerned with their power to govern. Where the conflict arises is that the people are concerned about how can we hold politicians accountable, and that is not something that politicians are generally excited about. I suppose we could say that none of us are excited about being held accountable, but we all have to be.
In my view, this Cayman Constitution is one of the most interesting and advanced in the world. I'm always astonished that people here don't realize what a great constitution it is. It gives more autonomy to this British overseas territory than any other. The others are all much more tied to the power of the governor. And also it has one of the most up-to-date bills of rights. It has rights that other countries don't have, that fit well with this country, like the right to environment and the right to administrative justice, so that you have to be treated fairly and properly and reasonably by all public officials. They don't appear in a number of other constitutions. So I always think that Caymanians ought to be very excited about their constitution, because it provides things that others do not provide.